What is up, everybody? It's your boy Doody back again with another video, and this time of course we're going to take a look at our Phil's daily wrap after his very bad day and very bad month and very bad year. It hasn't been a good month. It has been a good 2 months for Phil, and of course he's going to sit here and try to sugarcoat it like he always does. But we know the hard numbers are there. We have all the information we need to make an educated guess and see where Phil is currently at. And of course, he is in denial. And as we all know, the denial is a river in Egypt. Right, folks? Anyway, let's hear what he has to say. I'm pretty sure he's going to try to polish the turd that is DSP Gaming. So let's do this, folks.
Ladies, gentlemen, and everybody else in between, welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Tuesday, the 28th of February, 2023. That is right, folks. It was the final day of February. And I couldn't believe it because we were gifted 42,000 memberships on the channel. Right. No. Basically, here's what I would like to say, guys. Thank you so much for a great February. It's the shortest month of the year. There wasn't a lot of new games or anything going on this month. Let's be honest. You had Hogwarts Legacy. You had the conclusion of some ongoing playthroughs and some ongoing chill playthroughs like Oblivion. Not a heck of a lot of hype around the stuff going on right now. And I get that. But still, you guys supported me through thick and through thin. I had a brand new YouTube channel launched this month in DSP Reacts, and you guys supported that as well. You guys are awesome. It was, overall, for me, was an outstanding month. I really appreciate you guys supporting me in the way that you did. Listen, did we hit the members goal? No, we didn't. Is that the end of the world? Absolutely not. And in fact, we're talking about it pretty much on every podcast now that maybe...
Alright, folks. You guys know I've been tracking it for a while, basically how Phil is doing with his DSP Gaming for this year, comparing it to last year, and it's not good. If you look at the numbers, he's essentially, if you look at Super Chats and Tips, he is 26% below what he received in 2022. So the money that he got last year, you would expect he's a business, he should trend up, he should see growth, and he is not. Memberships, he is at 369. Before last year, before gifted memberships became a thing in May, he was at 381 and he's at 369. Negative channel growth in 9 months. So Phil, when you say that you're doing good, that is not true. The facts do not support your view on this item. So I'll get into a separate video and discuss that more.
Member goals are a thing of the past. Maybe now, instead of worrying about raising a certain amount of members every month, instead, maybe what we should do is, aim for growth, but not necessarily be too worried about it, right? As long as people are supporting the daily streams, people are watching the videos, having that certain amount of members every month isn't necessarily that large of a concern. And maybe every once in a while, we do themed events regardless. Just for fun, okay? We'll talk about it more, I'm sure. Thing is, I'm about to have my day off tomorrow. When I come back on Thursday, it's already the 2nd of March, and I'll be honest with you guys, I have no ideas of what on earth you guys would want to see for a members goal for March. If a fun marathon event where I'm challenging myself in difficult games, not using save states, and essentially trying to succeed at tough challenges wasn't enough for you guys to really support the channel with memberships, then I don't know what else would make you become a member.
I have an idea. How about members playthrough? Members play. So essentially you play with your members. You play a multiplayer game. You schedule maybe a day or two or a weekend where you pick a handful of your members and set up something where you can actually play with them. I don't know how many times people on your chat have stated over and over again that they would love to play a first-person shooter with you, and you just refuse. You refuse because you don't want to do the extra work. You refuse because you think that, if you get clapped by your viewers or your dents, you can't blame lag or all these other lies that you claim, bad internet, buggy netcode, all that junk that you love to blame when you do terrible in the games. That's one suggestion there, Phil, that would probably get you to your member goal. But of course, you would never do that.
So I'm kind of tapped out. The thing is, a lot of the members goals we used to do were actually now being given away for free over on DSP Reacts, because I used to do these React events and now I'm doing them every month. So maybe the time for members goals is done, right? Maybe it's a thing of the past, just like everything. We phase it out and we focus on the future positively. You know, please head over to DSP Reacts and check out the content there, because that's a big major focus for me right now. But as for DSP Gaming, don't worry. This is an exciting week coming up, so let's talk about it. First of all, today, being the final day of the month, we had a fun, chill podcast, talked about some game news and the like. Then we had a chill stream of Hogwarts Legacy, where, again, we had a balance between story advancement, side content, exploration, and fun. On the late stream tonight on Oblivion, we actually finished up the Dark Brotherhood questline, and we started the Thieves Guild. So we're going through every guild systematically, and they're all a lot of fun in this game.
Okay, Phil, so you just said that you think member rewards is a thing of the past and done. And the reason you state is because you essentially what happened was you took away those rewards and brought it over to your DSP React channel, hoping that the Dents would pay you in memberships for that content. So you essentially cannibalized your one channel, your main channel. You cannibalized the content and brought it over to a new channel and try to repackage it and say this is something new when it's not. Everyone knows it's not. And that's the reason why your Dents aren't paying for those memberships. So, Phil, I called it. I mean, I give you another 5 to 6 months where you're going to actually state that you're going to rebrand and just bring everything back over to DSP Gaming, because that's what your Dents want, because this is just not going to work out.
Attendance was good on each stream. People were, being nice and supportive and interactive, and thank you for that. Great day overall, okay? I'm not here tomorrow. In the meantime, when I'm not here, maybe go get caught up on some of the fun stuff going on DSP Reacts, because there's a lot of new videos. There's even new videos tomorrow. The conclusion of the Pro Jared documentary React is over there. And then when I come back on Thursday, it is new content, because there will be some chill stuff with Hogwarts Legacy, as well as Like a Dragon Ishin on Thursday. But then Friday, all day long, the premiere of the new game, Wo Long Fallen Dynasty. It's the new game from Team Ninja, the same group that made Neo, but instead of it being more Neo-esque, it's kind of a combination of Neo and Sekiro. There's got platforming, a lot of jumping, plunging attacks, aerial attacks, things like that. It is a little bit different than Neo was. Of course, the lore and everything is set in a whole different place. It looks like it could be an interesting game. I'm checking it out. It's on Game Pass. If it ends up working out, I'm playing it all day on Friday. And if you guys like it and you like that it's challenging or whatever, I will do a full playthrough of it. Okay? The next React event is actually this Saturday. It's DSP versus the Internet. That's when I'm going to be doing my live stream over on DSP Reacts. Why Saturday instead of Friday like the last 2 weeks? Well, because we got a new release on Friday. And I kind of knew 2 weeks ago when you guys kind of voted and said, hey, let's do DSP versus the Internet on Fridays. I knew it wasn't going to last, because I knew that there was going to be games coming out on Fridays and we were going to eventually have to shift it around. And so here we are a couple weeks later and we have to shift it around. Okay? So, between Wo Long and Hogwarts being the daytime streams, between Like a Dragon Ishin and Oblivion being the night streams, I think we're going to have a good amount of variety of content for the next couple of weeks. All right, now, are there other games in March coming up? Yes, there are. However, really the big one at the end of the month is Resident Evil 4 Remake. That's the one I'm most pumped for. There may or may not be other things we do during the course of the middle of the month, namely maybe Metroid Prime Remake or something else. But I'm excited. I think there will be more than enough content to support the month. I want to say thank you to everyone. You've been great. Again, on a relatively slow month here in February, you guys were very supportive of the channel and the content, and I hope that you enjoyed it. And
what was that, Phil? What did you just say right there? What did you say, Phil? That last little part right there? You said on a relatively slow month. That's right. But yet you're sitting here spending this whole time talking about how great and productive and how much support you got, and how it was a great month for you. You're talking out of both sides of your mouth, Phil, here. You're talking about, and you do this constantly. And like I always say, if you want to hear the truth, if you really want to hear what someone has to say, and whether they're lying to you or whether they're telling you the truth, you let them talk. Because what happens is, they eventually tell you the truth. And Phil just told us the truth right now, that February wasn't good. And of course it wasn't good, because he started rambling off about all the bad games and there was nothing to play. I mean, he had Hogwarts. Tons of people played Hogwarts. Tons of people loved Hogwarts. Tons of people made money playing that game. But you couldn't, Phil? I think there's a reason why, Phil. The reason is you're boring. You don't make the content interesting. And you're stopping every 5 minutes to check to see if someone tips you or gave you a membership or gave you some money. And that gets tiring. That gets very tiring, Phil. But I'm pretty sure March rolls around, you'll claim you're going to do something different, and you'll just eventually revert back to your original form and do everything that you've done in the past. So, congratulations for not hitting the member goal. I knew you weren't going to do it. Emil tapped out. I'm pretty sure Emil's disability check just kind of ran out. And that was a really tough haul, especially being that it was 100+ members you needed, not 50. So maybe next month, Phil. Maybe next month. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Peace out.